Hey folks, we're at Bull's Head Public House tonight, and it's Monday night, and this place is packed with Stone Brewing Company fans, fans of their beer and fans of the beer company. We're here with Lee, the Mid-Atlantic representative for Stone Brewing Company. And Lee, I got to ask you, you guys are a West Coast brewing company, but you're here on the East Coast, and you're the Mid-Atlantic rep. So what kind of inroads are you making east of the West Coast?
Well, I think the inroads have been happening for quite a long time. We've actually been on the East Coast for going on close to 10 years now. We actually cover every state on the East Coast, Maine to Florida. Some of them relatively new, some of them have been with us for a while, including Pennsylvania. And even as far out here as in central Pennsylvania. You know, it's not just the big cities on the coast, but even inland a little bit. The inroads growing every day. I mean, the East Coast is exploding for us. It's a huge market, and you know, it's a great place to be because we don't go to markets unless we're pulled there. So the fact that we're out here and we're everywhere on the East Coast is, you know, kind of a good sign for all the beer drinkers out here that that's how much they want us, that they've demanded us to be out here to the point where we've actually come out here.
Cool. You know, I noticed in your brochure that you guys are growing, your company is growing even quicker than the beer world in general and the craft beer world. So Stone's even growing faster than that. That's pretty awesome. And I'm sure you're pretty pleased about that, right?
Absolutely. It's the beer market as a whole has been relatively flat for the last couple years. You know, and I say flat, meaning give or take a percentage or two, you know, from zero. The craft beer industry, however, has done very well over the last 7 to 10 years, almost 10 years now. You know, double-digit growth, 10, 11, 12% in some years, maybe even slightly higher. Stone, however, has been actually at least double that over the last same time frame, 5, 6, 10 years. Our average growth rate is well over 22, 24%. Might even be over 25. I have to double check the numbers, but just goes to show you that craft beer is definitely not just a fad or a trend. It's definitely something that people are getting into. People are trading up and they're staying there, and they don't mind paying for quality. We know we're not the most inexpensive brand out there, but at the same time, we like to think we put out, you know, the best liquids possible, and people are willing to pay for that, and the numbers support it.
That's cool. Now I'll tell you, I tasted a couple of your beers here tonight, and the one thing I noticed is that really strong flavors in your beers. Tell us a little bit about the motivation behind some of your beer brands, and just, you know, what's going on with Stone Brewing and some of your beers.
Well, part of the philosophy of Stone, and I always tell people we have quite a few different philosophies about different aspects, but as far as the beer goes, our philosophy has always been to make big, bold, flavorful beers that we enjoy. And I say we, meaning the people of Stone, the guys that started it, the guys that brew it, the guys that sell it, like myself, and everybody, you know, involved with the company. We don't make beers because we think people want them or we think they'll be trendy. We make the stuff that we want to make, and you know, what we tend to like tends to be a little bit bigger, a little bit bolder. It doesn't necessarily have to be super high alcohol, but a lot of our lineup tends to be slightly above average, if not a good bit above average. But you know, with higher alcohol comes higher flavors most of the time, and you know, we don't apologize for that. We do some beers that are even sessionable by today's standards. You know, Stone Levitation now is under 4.5%. Stone Pale Ale, Stone Single Porter, both under 6%. So we do a few beers that are considered, you know, middle of the road alcohol wise or even sessionable, but a lot of our lineup does tend to be a little bit bigger and bolder, and we don't apologize for that in the least.
Well, that's cool, and I'll tell you, the proof is in the pudding, as they say. And tonight here at Bull's Head, the place is packed with Stone beer fans. So thanks for being here, Lee. We really appreciate it, and I know we'll be selling a lot of beer here at Bull's Head from Stone Beer Company.
Oh, absolutely, and thank you for having us out. Just to kind of put this in perspective, this is a Monday evening. I got here at 5 of 5 tonight, and the bar was packed. So thank you guys extremely much. That blew me away. When we first talked about doing a promo on a Monday, you know, I'm always game for doing anything, but when they told me they wanted to do it at 5 o'clock on a Monday, I was even a little more skeptical, but you guys blew me away with the crowd that was here waiting for us, and they're still down there drinking away, and I'm going to go join them in a second. So,
all right, man.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks a lot, Lee.
Got it.